Welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Har Habayit is not a tourist attraction. Baruch Hashem, it's exactly a year since we've been going up to Har Habayit. We spent a lot of time researching, a good year in advance, and continued learning about it afterwards as well. After we started, and we went up for the first time before last year, Yom Ha'atzmaut, and we continue to go every month or two, depending on the timing and how it works out, but at least every other month, and sometimes we're zocheh to go every month. And I think it's very, very important to stress that Har Habayit is not a tourist attraction. It shouldn't be a place where, wow, I went to Har Habayit. I had a few selfies up there, some pictures with me, and the raised platform there, even at the Golden Dome, may it speedily be removed, and wow, it's really kef. Maybe next year we'll go again. I have some relatives coming from the States, and maybe they'll come too if their rabbi permits it. It shouldn't be that way. It should be, in my opinion, a person goes up. Of course, the tefillos up there is incomparable. There's no other place that compares to the tefillos on Har Habayit. That's pashut from our Masorah. Myers Har Habayit, that's clear. The Gemara is the sources in the Masorah. It's pashut that's the makom tefillah number one in the world. People go to all these different places around the world for tefillas, Kefir Tzadikim, Nachmi Breslov, and whatever works for a person. I'm not saying anything against any of those places. But if you want a place where there's clearly a Masorah that this is the place, there's Shar Shamayim, it's Har Habayit. And another reason to go, and may move, one of the most important is Kivush Ha'aretz, conquering that holy piece of real estate. And by conquering it, making clearer that that's clear and clearer each time that it's ours, then eventually we'll have sovereignty, and then we're going to start building the Mizbeach and the Mikdash and the Korbanos. So those who say the whole thing's miraculous, it's all going to fall for Shemayim, and don't go up there and just wait for Hashem to take care of everything, and don't do anything and be passive and just continue to daven for it, that's a totally different mindset. But for those who are in the mindset that we must be proactive, we must be involved. We must be involved in the Kivush. They're the same people involved in the Kivush the last 200 years, coming to Eretz Israel and being proactive and getting each piece of land and fighting for everything. Because we are not involved in the concept of Somchim al Hanes, relying on miracles. We are proactive. So that same concept, for those of us that take it a step further and say we have to do the same thing with Har Habayit, so we need to have an active presence there. So for those of us who hold that way, so then we have to be there consistently, whether it's every month, every other month. Is it hard? Is it, quote, inconvenient? Is it difficult? If it's a challenge, yes. And therefore what? So our group goes, we leave sometimes, go to the mikvah 4:30 in the morning, leave at 5 from the shul, so we can daven at 6 and get up at 7. That's hard. It's once every 4 to 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's not easy. And it can disrupt the schedule for the day. A person's tired for the day for sure. But if you're going b'shita, so when you do something b'shita, with philosophy, with an approach, with a halachic understanding, and a political, historical understanding, you do things that are inconvenient and difficult. If you're going because of the thrill, so you go once every half a year, once every year, once in a lifetime. Yeah, the thrill. You check it off as a tourist attraction that you've done. For chas v'shalom, that's not our approach. And I think our approach has to be a very serious one. We have to have serious commitments to this project. And if it means once a month or so, give or take, get up a little bit early and the day's a little bit tired, yeah, that's what it has to be. And Myers Hashem, with all of our Mesiras Nefesh and our dedication and our schwitzing a little bit by getting up early and working hard for this mitzvah, and Myers Hashem should pay us all back, both in this world, Myers Hashem, with the zechus of having the Beit Mikdash and the Korbanos and 2 mitzvahs to come along, Myers Hashem in Olam Haba as well. Shalom.